Welcome in to the girls 5A semifinal, live from Westminster College. As the Battle of the Wasatch back comes to the Wasatch front. Top-seeded Park City Miners and the 4th-seeded Wasatch Wasps. Dane Stewart, Kenzie Christiansen here with you. Wasatch had the opening draw. Park City undefeated, 16-0, and defeated the #1 ranked team in Skyridge in 6A. I think, by all accounts, the best team in the state here. Yeah. Trying to push to a 5A state championship.
Yeah, I don't think one person would disagree with you with them being one of the best teams. They're very fluent, they're very driven, and they're very strict. Just as you see here, the ball is moving all over. There's no settled players.
They've got a lot of scoring. We'll talk about that as the game proceeds. This is Samantha Riley. She has 57 goals, 36 assists. Meanwhile, Lily Hunt, the junior, 69 goals, 23 assists. I mean, this is a loaded scoring unit for the Miners. I think this is Samantha coming in, shot and goal.
Right off that left hip. That's a tricky one. We got right-handed goalie hitting her left hip. That was a smart shot placement.
So 1-0 here. A goal for Sam. As kind of had that thought that Park City, they've really flexed muscle. We talked about they started off the year with a big win over Skyridge and thought they would be the heavy favorite. And you never quite know, right? A rivalry matchup, and Wasatch had something, but Park City kind of starting things the way we thought they would.
Yeah, Park City is definitely the one that was favored for this game, but I mean, just from the draw, like they're fighting from the beginning to the end. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here today.
We talk about Wasatch, like 7-0 in their region play, 12-4 on the year, the 4th seeded team in this 5A state tournament. And been a great run for them. Kenzie, when you look at this Wasatch team, a couple of draws here controlled by Park City, how do you try to throw Park City off of what they do to keep in a battle here?
I mean, they've had the first touch on both draws they've taken. So just being able to get that ball handled off the draw, they'll be able to get to the attacking side. Park City's won majority or all of the ground balls so far. So just speeding up on those ground balls and running through and not taking your time to pick them up.
They're still working on getting things kind of set up here for you. As clock you see there, we'll get that synced for you. We're about a minute and a half in, 1-0 Park City. Miners still on it here. This is Hunt. Giving that over to Riley, who has the first goal for the Miners.
Yellow card on the play for dangerous contact. Samantha will be having the ball. I believe she'll be getting a free position shot here at the first hanging hash. Oh, no, she's going to the second hanging hash.
Similar spot that she was in when she scored on the first.
Yeah, we'll see if she hits that left hip again.
Just over 23 minutes to go here, first half. Coming in, another shot and a save. Nice save made by Kate Lewis.
Kate Lewis, goalie for Wasatch.
We've seen upsets in the girls' bracket in the games that we've done, 6A, 5A, up to this point in the tournament. And goalkeeping's been one of those key factors. Kate's going to have a solid game today for the Wasps if they want to get the win.
Yeah. And just getting a settled ball handling. I think Wasatch coming in a little frantic. They've been tipping off the balls, just like their pass wasn't quite successful. They got to get their nerves underway to be able to play Park City. I think a lot of people come in to psych themselves out like, oh, we're playing Park City, but another block. Nice.
Kept by the Miners. Well, that's a great save by Lewis. That's right in front of the cage. We'll get the whistle here. Talk about leading goal scorers for the Wasps. Grace Urker, the junior, 85 goals this year. Sophia Nilsson, the senior, 59 goals, 17 assists. It's a team that has put together a lot of goals this year, but Park City's a different beast. Coming in from the angle, shot and goal. Scored by the Miners. Charlie Icobelli.
Yeah, the Miners are taking great advantage of that offhand side. That would look like it was over the left shoulder. One before was the left hip. They're very good about, analyzing the goalie and finding that weakness.
2-0 the advantage here for the top-seeded Miners. Park City been dominative here early. Starting keep today for the Miners, Ava Kimchi, 635 save percentage. And the cage also has a couple goals this year for Park City. Just want to let you know the clock you see on your screen is unofficial. We do our best to keep that synchronized with the clock here in the stadium. At times you'll see us start it early, start it late, as we try to keep that tied up with the official time here on the board at Dumke Field. We've got another whistle here, the procedure call. And play with the Miners.
Out of bounds. Going to Wasatch.
Good effort there by Riley to keep it in, but could not.
We got to move these boundaries fast. Can't take your time.
Near side and a whistle there. And we'll get a card here being shown early with Smedley.
For misconduct. That is the Wasatch's second yellow card. I mean, we're only a few moments in, and there's already 2 yellow cards for the Wasps. They got to clean up their plays to be able to, not play man down with those 4 cards eventually.
Good call. I missed that. I was trying to kind of get some other things oriented, and so 2 Wasatch players off here for the Wasps. And we talk about the Battle of the Wasatch back. This is a rivalry. It doesn't matter the sport. Wasatch Park City, intense rivalry, and I wonder how you keep those emotions under control, especially being a quote-unquote underdog in a playoff matchup like this.
I think you just come with fire. I think that just adds to the want and the drive and the playing ability of when you're rivals and it's a tough team.
Handoff right in front with McHenry. Maddie just could not get a shot. It
got a little bit of a check in front there.
Yeah. This one trickling out. And that ball slowed right up on this turf field.
Yeah, it's super speedy in here.
We, I think, maybe the first ever postseason game being held at Dumke Field here at Westminster College.
As far as my knowledge, yeah.
Yeah, soccer's not been here, and lacrosse tournaments last year were not, and so Westminster's been great hosts here early on, and excited for a couple days of lacrosse action. We got girls all day today, boys all day tomorrow. Another start here for the Miners coming in, and a goal.
Planted that. Yeah, she watched that goalie pull out, took one step too far out of the cage, and sunk it just right behind her.
Aggie McGee with the goal, the freshman, number 13 on the year. And it's 3-0 here, Park City, right out of the gate. Tough start here for Wasatch. Off the face-off here, Wasatch.
Sophia will be keeping the ball. She's taking her time, making sure she plays a strategic game. I think they're just kind of...
I mean, we've seen this in other sports.
Yeah.
You don't have a shot clock and just kind of delay.
We still have a yellow card out. Yeah, it looks like we still might have that yellow card out that we're trying to drain.
Talk about Wasatch, the state tournament. Look, this is a team. They had a tough battle against Provo in the second round. 11-10 got the win, and then another absolute battle against Jordan, 15-13. They've had close matchups here in the playoffs en route to the semifinal.
Yeah. I think they just got to learn from those, tight games. Take what they've gained in those games and bring it all to the field.
And the tough thing about this, there isn't a lot of movement right now, so Park City defensively able to
relax.
Yeah.
Kind of hang out.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all sticks up, actively watching ball, watching their girls. Park City's doing everything right on the defensive end.
It's one thing about the strategy is like having a 3-goal lead. You can, you don't have to be overly aggressive defensively. Is the call there? And
yeah, if you play with your feet, there's no need to play with your stick.
That'll be a start for Wasatch. Really, first scoring opportunity for the Wasps here. Go a long way, giving them some confidence here early. Peeling inside, the shot just wide. Good look there for Sophia Nelson. Backed up by Wasatch. Here's Anderson. Kaya.
Go!
They've had a lot of that contact, horizontal stick. Could be horizontal with a push as well. Park City's been called on that a few times here. They just got to be careful so they don't get repetitive fouls and get a green card. Green, and then if it happens again, green, yellow, happens again, it's a yellow card. It's a team count, not a player count.
Again, Nielsen here. Back in play with Wasatch. Nielsen playing out with Urker. Great lacrosse name in the Wasatch community, boys and girls. A couple of those programs have had proud histories of the game of lacrosse. Urker still looking here. Grace trying to come in front, and Grace scoring it.
Outside.
Oh. Thanks for that, Kenzie. I got duped. It's early. I'm used to like the
well, you see the net move and you're just
evenings,
thinking, yeah. She got a, it looks like free possession on the hanging hash. Hopefully she analyzes just like Park City does and finds her weak side.
Taking a shot on that. Handled there by Kimchi. Park City defense continuing to stay strong. Miners coming up.
I mean, just right there in the ground ball, it shows how Park City's fundamentals are so strong. That player got low, swooped it up, gave no opportunity for the Wasatch to even speed up and catch it.
Here comes McGee.
Nice catch with defense.
Schellenberger was right there and did a nice job of not allowing the shot there from the Miners.
It looked like it was possibly shooting space on number 13, which is Sophia.
So here's McGee coming in. Has that knocked loose, and I think that might have been Nielsen who deflected it. Whistle there.
I mean, we got 3 officials on this game. There's not going to be a lot that's going to slide.
Yeah. Boy, here comes Nielsen. Trying to work through a lot of that Park City defense and contact there.
Yeah, that's the same call they've gotten, like I said, a handful of times, that horizontal stick. That is a safety call. Basically, it's jabbing in the side of their hips. There's no padding there. That's hitting right on their ribs, right on their kidneys, possibly hip. There's just so much that can be dangerous. Kaylin has the ball.
Ahead here with McGuire. Good defense here by Jensen of Park City. Parker looking back for the middle, had that lost. Kept by Wasatch, riding.
Go Wasatch!
A sophomore. Aubrey riding in play with the Wasps. Down shot there handled. Here comes Whiteley. Kathleen end to end here for Park City.
Yeah, this is their second go around of doing that too.
Right up front to the middle. Lily Hunt just missed that, backed up by Park City.
I think where Park City's like, you know, they got some great skills, but where they're keeping a man up is fast movement.
Wasatch has started to have a couple defensive stops. See if that gives them some confidence. There's the whistle there on Park City. Good.
Kenzie's picking it up.
Right inside that line.
She's a cross-country runner, so seeing her run through, take it back to X.
Right in front, Urker had that lane taken away. Coming back towards the middle. Taking contact in the goal. That one was in for Urker.
Yeah, no, that's a beautiful goal. Yeah, she fought past those, Park City Park City defenders, and got a great goal off. She wasn't letting them stop her.
Nice answer there for Wasatch.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting to play faster, just like they've recognized Park City as having fast passes, fast runs. That player got the ball. She was fast, took it to goal, fought all the way through.
Back to the draw here.
Come on, Caitlin! Come on now!
Quick burst by Park City out of the gates. It was 3 goals in, 3.5 minutes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds correct. Oh, it looks like Wasatch pulled a 5th defender back, meaning attack has 3 men. Defense is ready for that double team.
Off the draw. We got a whistle here.
I didn't personally see what happened, but she is injured and will be swapping off the field.
Yeah, so that looks to be Icobelli, who had one of the goals for Park City, coming off, and Lily Schwartz, the freshman, coming on. Shift things around here. It'll still be Wasatch possession.
Yeah, Grace will be handling the ball. She had her last goal, so if she takes care of this ball, we might just have one more goal from her.
Well, how big would it be for Wasatch to pull back to within 1, given the way that this semifinal started?
Yeah.
This is Nielsen. Coming right in front.
She has a flag up. Perfect hold. So she'll be getting second inside. That was smart of her to keep possession of the ball, not shooting on that yellow flag. So it gives her a free position. Gives her in the goalie now.
Sophia Nielsen, second leading scorer, looking for her first of the game potentially. Comes in, the shot, and kept out. Tracked well by Ava Kimchi, who's been strong for Park City early. Here come the Miners.
Yeah, Samantha has the ball once more.
Yeah, had the first goal, I believe. Looking in front, good feed.
She pulled out just enough to be able to get shooting space on that double team. Setting up on the second inside.
Shooting space penalty against Wasatch.
This will be Hoxima, sophomore.
Defense, Wasatch!
Macy coming in, peeling through, and gets the goal for Park City. 4-1 Miners.
Macy Hoxima with the goal for the Miners.
We've got a timeout here taken by Wasatch. Timeout Wasps. 11:05 to go here in the first half in the 5A semifinal.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of VIEW.
Welcome back here to Westminster College. First half of our first 5A semifinal. Park City and Wasatch, the Miners with the 4-1 lead. Timeout coming out from Wasatch. Dane Stewart, Kenzie Christiansen with you. There's a 3-0 start for Park City. Have traded goals since. If you're Wasatch in that timeout, David Goliath battle, what's your message to the Wasps?
Get moving. Stop holding back. Move the ball, move your body, just attack the plays.
They've done a much better job defensively. They've challenged shots. They've made it tough for Park City to get right in front of the cage. And we'll see if they can continue that as the start here from the Miners. McHenry working through traffic there easily, over with Riley, through the defense.
Shooting space.
Yeah.
So shooting space, yeah, but she was further away than a stick length. The stick length is the attacker's stick length to the defender. If you're farther back than that between her lane, then in a shooting space, and they get free possession shot.
There's Park City. Working back. Around now with Shepard.
Yeah, they're just getting a motion going.
Riley.
Maddie taking it right.
Well, a couple nice plays there by Kate Lewis. Wasatch trying to gain the possession here on the ground ball.
There we go.
Oh, boy. They thought that Schellenberger had it.
Going to Wasatch. Number 14, Bella.
Double team there, and there's the call. Ball
John,
knocked
just a little
loose.
slow.
We're trying to get that right in front with Shepard.
I did not see what that call was. But it's going back to number 40, Maddie, for a first inside free position shot.
And it'll be McHenry. Coming in. Oh,
nice.
Good find there for McHenry.
Yep, they found that left side of the goalie once more. Pulled her to her right, opened up the left side, and shot that in.
As a goalie, you're trying to take away that surface area, and when she rolls, you're tracking with and going over the far side shoulder. That's a tough shot to stop.
Yeah, when an attacker drags you that far to pull, you can do a couple of things as a goalie. Something that I was recently taught by a goalie coach is called feeding the shot, meaning taking one step into that shooting lane. So for her, she's going against the right-hand pull. Take one step left, open up that right side, acknowledging that that right side is open, but blocking where they were initially trying to go.
Back on the draw.
Nice snatch.
Boy, that one plundered by Icabelli, who's back on the field here for Park City. Wasatch had that. She just took it right away.
That was a good snatch off. Unfortunately, Park City was able to pick it back up.
Bounce shot.
Yeah.
Goal scored by Lily Hunt. Her first of the day.
She makes it up for us. You know, it wasn't just left side hip and shoulder shots. Right now, we've got a bouncer in there.
Things adding up here quickly for Park City in this first half. Talking about undefeated, the only undefeated team in the state. Looking impressive here early, of course. Got semifinal action for you all day, and the next one, Kenzie, the next one should be a doozy. Another couple of Region 6 teams, Olympus and Brighton.
Ooh, I am so excited for that game.
That should be a fun one. I know, as we were talking about our kind of playoff preview, I don't want to say we had differing opinions on that. I know you got a lot of confidence in Brighton. Olympus beat them in the regular season, and obviously with a trip to the state championship on the line, both going to come in pretty highly motivated, I think.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really fun game. You know, Brighton's a strong team, ranked higher than Olympus, but Olympus has already won Brighton once.
I'll tell you, Olympus, what they've done in this state tournament has been statements after statement.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if that can continue.
Yeah, they had me questioning at the beginning of the season with some of the teams that they played and won, and then they played some harder teams like Brighton and took over the win. It was, you know, they surprised me, and I thought I think they are an amazing team. Really great with that pressure.
Here's Grace. Oh, looking in front. That pass just couldn't be handled cleanly by Riding. Park City will have it. Boy, great opportunity there for Wasatch.
That open player. Yeah, they had enough movement that they're able to have an open player. Park City was just fast, able to get there to defend and pick up that ball.
Here come the Miners.
Clean passes.
Boy, good defense there by Good. Mackenzie Good able to disrupt it. Well, Park City still with the possession here. Shepard now out with Crawford. Park City continues to work this around. Riley, and now with Hunt. Kind of scoring in bunches today for Park City. Riley.
Nice one-on-one defense there. Is able to stop the ball.
Gets the step. And had the whistle there, the shooting space.
Shooting space against Wasatch.
Coming in, and a save.
She recognized that left hip. Finally got a good save off.
Kate's had some nice plays today to kind of keep Wasatch in this.
Yeah, no, she's saved a handful of these shots, just like that one. Beautifully done. You know, they're not giving her easy, shots, so she's got to step up and defend it.
The hard thing is this Park City defense has been just as stingy, and so they really haven't allowed Wasatch to take advantage.
Well, Park City's playing a zone defense. So that's, brings a little bit of team unity there. Ball aware, team aware, and player aware, keeping him in his own defense.
This is Luster. Coming out with McGuire. Kalen over with Urker.
Looked like Kalen was going to try and set up a pick, but wasn't successful.
There's Riding. Everything here being kept outside, but this Park City defense is working from X. Urker away from that screen, trying to come back to the middle. 3 Miners there, jar it loose.
Nice hustle, Wasatch! Let's go, Wasatch! Get the ball right back, Grace!
And play with Park City. There's Gonzalez.
That just shows Park City's IQ. They had girls on both sides of the field open for a transition.
Working in front. And the goal coming for Hoxima, her second of the game. 7-1.
Looked like Caitlin had a little bit of that on her left hip, but unfortunately, it was able to spin past her and get in.
Park City's so quick in transition. I mean, it feels like they're back, and Wasatch has people back, and next thing you know, there's big lanes, and we're running, and pass right in front of the cage, and boom, 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 shot, goal.
Well, they've been trained very well to be able to know and have that next step ready. We had girls on both sides of the sidelines, so we were able to have a clean transition. Attack down low was able to see that her defender was pulling up to guard another player, so she was open down in center.
On the draw. Captured by Riley. Right in front. And Lewis able to make the save. And now a card here going to be shown.
Check to the head on Golly.
Yeah.
So it's Park City's first yellow card. Wasatch is sitting at 2 yellow card at the moment.
Wasps to put this in play. So we hit the 4-minute mark in this first half. 7-1 Park City.
A little slow on that first pass. Equals the ball on the ground.
Riley with it. Park City moving this around. It's come over with Crawford. Riley again.
Well, it just shows their fluidity with how well they're able to swing the ball. They had a drive to a short pass, swinged it over to the far side.
These two teams played back in the regular season, 17-4, the victory for Park City. In fact, they only gave up more than 4 goals once this year, and that was to Olympus in a region contest. So, you can argue as lopsided as that regular season game was, it was one of the more effective offenses against the Miners, as that defense has continued to flex its muscle here in this first half. Riley handing off in front. They tried to spin back around, and Wasatch D was there. Play with Park City here.
Yeah, Park City's pulling wide. If they can get a line, they're going to take it. If not, they're going to just keep doing a little bit of pass around.
Yeah, in these moments, margin becomes rather meaningless, huh?
Yep.
2 minutes to go here.
2 minutes remaining.
Yellow cards return back to play.
Here is Hunt. Given over with Sema. Back to Lily. Final 90 seconds of the first half. Boy, ducking through, and the goal scored by Riley. It almost looked like that time Lewis, I don't want to say lost her placement in the cage, but that near side was wide open. I don't know if she just kind of got caught drifting with all the movement.
She could have been drifting with the movement, or she could have been, like I was kind of mentioning a second ago, is feeding the spot. She could have taken that left step to be able to block where the majority of those goals have been, to be able to stop on her right side. That could be a possibility of what she was attempting to do.
8-1 Park City.
Let's go, Wasatch!
Draw.
Picked up by Wasatch.
Yeah.
Protected cradle. Make sure she's not getting checked. Lost the ball.
Been a while since they've had it on the offensive end.
Yep. Oh, wide open girl. Got to see your teammates just a little sooner to get those shots off. If you can get the backside of a Park City defender, yeah, take advantage of it.
Sent back out. Nielsen trying to get back to the middle, and again, there's just no room there from this Park City D. Final 40. Parker trying to figure out where to go. Grace to peel off.
Held whistle.
3 seconds.
She's starting on the 12, which Park City has to clear the lane. Cleared the lane.
Big shot right to the body and captured there by Kimchi.
They got to mark up fast. Wasatch can't leave any girls open because this goalie has very precise clears. They should have 2 girls over here on sideline. Yep.
Final seconds, and Park City seeming content with an 8-1 lead. We've reached halftime of the 5A semifinal. Park City continuing to play strong. They lead Wasatch by 7 at the break. You're watching the 5A semi on KSLSports.com. Welcome back here to Westminster College. 5A semifinal. Park City and Wasatch, the Miners leading the Wasps 8-1. Dane Stewart and Kenzie Christiansen with you. Kenzie, was kind of a quick burst by Park City. Wasatch kind of held them off for about 10 minutes, and then a quick burst at the end by Park City. What have you learned in the first half of Wasatch? How do you try to get back in this game?
You got to just get that first step. So just like right there, you got to make sure you have that first step to be able to get the drive. Nice goal.
And that's really kind of what it's been, right? Yeah. I mean, 12 seconds, goal.
Yep.
The ball movement, I think this has been one of the more crisp passing teams I've seen this year in Park City. I mean, it's when you can just dissect a defense like that, it's problematic.
Yeah, I mean, she was so fast, and she watched the ball from the moment it leaving the draw over her, picking it up, and just drove to through defense and got her goal. Like, that's just all speed. Well, that's well trained of tracing the ball and then making your lane.
Back to the draw here. Again, it was like 3 goals in the first 2.5 minutes by Park City to start the game off. As off of this draw, it's the Miners again. Riley.
Yep, one in, one-handed to the ground ball. Got the length, got the ground ball.
Oh, good ball movement. How about the save by Kate Lewis? Maybe one of her finer ones of the day. Park City keeping the possession here.
I mean, that close 8-meter, or inside the 8-meter, those quick, small passes, they were warming up with that. So to see it live in the game was pretty cool.
Coming around, Hunt. That was just wide. Cut by Park City again. Maxima. Trying to get that to Lily. She'll capture that.
Got jostled around a little bit there in the sphere.
I mean, Kenzie, you've seen a lot more girls lacrosse than I have. I think this is my 4th game. I know you probably do that in a day. I mean, compare Park City, their passing completion, the effectiveness of how they move the ball. I don't know that I've seen another team, even boys, that completes at this high of a percentage in terms of their passing.
I mean, yeah, no, they are just super fluent. They have such a high lacrosse IQ. They're a team that started together in youth. Like, Park City's had a youth program that's been strong for several years. So a lot of these players played there and then made it up to high school. So just they have that connection from the last possible 6+ years.
Hunt's shot rang off the crossbar. Riley coming around, her shot was high and backed up here again. That is a nice thing about, Dumpke Field here. You got tight fences. You're not tracking down balls, and, we're back to play here pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I want to thank Westminster, been great hosts here early. There's Hunt. To the wing there with Shepard, who works behind X. See how far out Lewis came to try to stop that at GLE. Oh, nice feed from Riley, and the finish from Icabelli.
Yeah, that was great. That was really great from Park City. She got that step ahead from her defense, used her speed, caught the ball, very precise pass, right into goal.
Talk about the movement of Lewis, and she was kind of having to go side to side there to help terminate some of that, around the goal movement. And when you see that, you get the feed right in front, and you've got an empty net.
Yep.
You talk about the high IQ. That's a high IQ play.
That's a very high IQ play. And that's the ball handler. She, of course, is going to try and drive to goal and get, her own shot. But her head was up the whole time to be able to have that quick assist.
Please report to the scores table. This is not an emergency.
Back on the draw here.
Nice capture.
Won by Wasatch.
I think that was a little butt check.
Park City coming away with it.
A little high.
Regained by Icabelli.
Nice pickup there. A little almost swim dodge over the defender.
Cut right through the middle. That just lost by McHenry. Park City back on it here with Oksema. Curling in front, and that was shot just wide. Backed up again. Sent out with Sam.
She got lane.
Yeah, taking the contact and the goal. 11-1 Park City.
Yeah, Park City has been playing very well with creating lanes for themselves, taking the contact and still making very precise shots. They must practice that a lot during practice, and all the games that they've been playing this season, they've had plenty of time to practice that type of tight defense and fluent shots.
Back to the draw here. Oh. Our apologies on the clock there. We are running it here. Park City with it again. Miners coming.
Nice lane.
Sent over, Hunt.
Shooting space infraction.
Should we get in our favorite spot, center hash?
There's Lily. Run in, and the shot, and the goal just under the crossbar. Makes it 12-1.
I mean, I just realized she's a left-handed player. Like, that is amazing. Like, there are very few of those out there. So to see her take out the left side, that's not as commonly known and practiced. So that was great.
She's got a shooting percentage of .784 coming into the game.
Wow.
In fact, when you look at Park City, 7 different players shoot over 700.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
On a roster that has 6 seniors.
I mean, yeah, that's amazing. I mean, 6 seniors, that sounds like a lot, but compared to, like, Brighton, they have 16. So they still have a pretty fresh and youthful team out there.
Well, and just to give you a feel, Lily Hunt is a junior.
Mm-hmm.
Mesa Oksema, number 1, is a sophomore. Icabelli is a sophomore. McGee's a freshman. McHenry's a freshman.
Yep.
I mean, those are names we've called a lot tonight. Kimchi's a junior. Their goalie, I mean, it is a young group for Park City.
Yeah, we mentioned before that they have a very strong youth program. I believe their 12U and 14U just won the championships for their divisions. So it'll be exciting to see what Park City does.
Nice save made there by Kate Lewis.
Nice clear.
Looking up to midfield here.
Yellow card on the minor.
Card here going to be given to Park City.
For horizontal. So yeah, we've seen that actually a lot for horizontal, and sometimes it's just a whistle and 4 meters behind, but right there it was just too aggressive, equaling that yellow card.
Park City continuing to really dial in the defense, putting a lot of pressure on the balls. Again, 3 minors right around the area. They don't concede anything.
Yeah, I mean we've only moved like what 10 yards.
Not really. It's been tough. Tough to move that.
Exactly.
You know, it's one of the things Tim Haslam and I talk about this a lot. I know you know Tim. You guys talk a lot. We talk about it with Corner Kane on the boys' side. They just are relentless. They never let up. They never back up. They execute.
Well, yeah.
And Park City's that same thing.
You have to, if you lessen your play, then, I mean, you're never going to keep progressing. And Park City's a team that will stay consistent and progress through the season because they don't let up. They try new things. They have new plays. They learn from every team they play.
How about Kimchi? I mean, the way that stick moved to make the save was super quick. Kimchi retreating here. Wasatch trying to take advantage. And wow, I was surprised there was no call. Wasatch fans thought there should have been a call too.
I mean, we have a different angle than the refs. She did end up on the ground, but I didn't see any contact to call for a trip. Her feet were not getting blocked. She did get stumbled. Maybe something happened on the top half of her body that may have caused that fall, but just don't have that angle to be able to say confidently what it could have been.
I mean, I can vouch you're not wearing black and gold today. You also aren't wearing black and red, so you're very neutral today.
I mean, exactly. I mean, I'm not in black and white either, so I don't got to be out there taking this hard game into consideration for the refs.
Right.
Ryan, you got to go. You got that opportunity.
Park City looking to punch a ticket to the 5A championship coming around, and that was just wide. Backed up here by the Miners.
I mean, we saw that a lot on Saturday. Was a lot of wide goals from Davis, and we're seeing it here with Park City too with those power shots. We just aren't getting the precise placement for those power shots.
And that's the thing. This game could very easily be 18-19 to 1.
Yeah. Just if we can get those power shots a little more under control, heading back in the net versus going wide.
Worked nice play. In front.
That was an awesome capture, right-handed. Looked like it was an attempt to be a BTB, but defense was able to shut it down. But she will be getting the ball back.
Reminder, the 5A final will be Thursday at Zions Bank Stadium. 5 o'clock, we'll have that game streamed for you live right here on KSLSports.com. Park City 15 minutes away from having to book the buses back down to the valley, as this will trickle out. Put in play here by Ikabelli.
I mean, taking it backfield, having no pressure on ball at that moment was a smart play for Park City.
On the step, creates the opportunity.
Nice goal side positioning.
Right in front. Boy, and Lewis was able to recover that time. As again, she has been very aggressive in front of the cage today against this minor offense. Don't blame her. At times it's led to their detriment. Oh, nice pass. Lily Hunt scoring it for Park City.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do it playback at the moment, but I think she was in her right hand, so she could have taken a good shot, especially with having inside the 8 hash. But she played it smart, held back for just a split second, passed it over to her teammate on the further right wing to be able to run in for that goal. That was smart.
Timeout taken. We'll take it with them. Be back. You're watching the 5A semifinal on KSLSports.com. Welcome back here. Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of the 5A tournament is brought to you by Heidemann & Associates. If you have any legal needs, contact the experts at Heidemann & Associates. For a free consultation, tell them Rewind sent you. Call 801-754-4240. The draw, Wasatch had it. It was jarred loose.
Picked back up by Wasatch.
Caitlin McGuire. This game was 3-1 at one point.
Yeah, Caitlin's one of their stronger players here for Wasatch. So long as she takes care of that ball, we can hopefully end on this side of the field with a goal.
Yeah, you see the hard ride there by Gonzalez. Keep riding away from everything. Now a couple minor defenders around Aubrey. She'll hand this up with Sophia. Here's Nielsen trying to get into the teeth of that Park City defense, and the shooting space call. So here's Sophia.
Yeah, she's got to be fast off this 8-meter hash.
No go. This one bouncing around before being gathered by Kimchi. I mean, here's one of the other items we talk about. Sophia Nielsen, 59 goals, 17 assists. We talk about that. 728 shooting percentage on the year. And how about 692 at the draw? And draws today have really been controlled by Park City. It just speaks to, again, what Park City is as a program.
I think the directionals have been by Wasatch, but Park City's just been faster with capturing it. So, like, the draw taking themselves are doing well about getting it where they want it, but Park City's just been faster with picking it up.
Miners coming up.
Ooh.
That was one there by Kate Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Nice job there by Wasatch.
Down the middle.
Wind here kind of coming and going, blowing left to right on your screen.
I mean, just look at the difference between Park City and Wasatch. Wasatch put a man on goalie.
There's no one open.
Yep.
This is crazy. And you're left with having to make a play like that because there's nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm. I mean, in a situation like that, you need to gang up with your teammates, do some X cuts, do some types of picks, anything that you can to be able to get a little bit more space between you and that defender.
Park City working around here. Right in front. A shot and a save made by Lewis. Good look there for McHenry.
Park City's marked up fast again. Smart pass.
Some of that, you're coming back to the ball, right? The last time it felt a little stagnant. This time Nielsen comes back to help out her goalie.
Yep. Well, she was over playing attack, and when one of the middies crossed over, she crossed over onto the attacking side, or defending side, was able to pick up that ball, get a few feet ahead of the Park City player.
Here's Nielsen.
Get protection through that, like, quadruple team.
And that's the frustrating thing. I mean, I'm not even playing against it, but you just watch it. It's double, triple teams everywhere you look from Park City.
Well, yeah, it makes you think very creatively, like, what can I do here? Like, what am I doing now, and what can I change about it to make it successful? And that's just about, you know, a very high lacrosse IQ, turning to your coach, like, Coach, I'm trying this and that. What do you suggest for me to get past these Park City defenders?
Here's Sophia. I mean, even the cutter there by Caitlin's just taken away by 3 Park City players. That shot handled by Kimchi. And the Miners on the run. McHenry working in front. Ah, how about the little wraparound there? Scored by Park City.
Nope.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we have your attention?
I think that was a no goal.
Oh.
No goal, yellow card for, I believe, a dangerous shot.
There is a car license plate V001PX illegally parked in the bus loading area V001PX. Please move your car immediately.
Well, it wasn't my license plate. So no goal there,
No
the
goal.
call.
No goal. I believe what it was is, I mean, on the shot, she wrapped around the goalie. I think she, oh, just kidding. I was terribly wrong.
Penalty was post shot.
I thought it was a
Post shot, okay.
I thought it was a good goal. I didn't know if there was a crease. I didn't know if there was a crease. It was really close. I didn't know if it was a crease call or what.
Well, I didn't think it was going to be a crease call. I think, if anything, I thought she may have hit the goalie's leg on the shot, so maybe like dangerous shot. But that's not what it was. It was after the goal. Goal was good. Something happened after the goal that I personally missed, which ultimately gave Park City a yellow card.
So Wasatch here will start with it. Inside of 10 to go. Here's Nielsen.
Nice lane.
Oh, there you go. Sophia Nielsen with the goal there for Wasatch.
Yeah, I mean, she had a great double team on her. She was able to split between the two. She did have a third defender behind that double team. That third defender did not want to get shooting space, so she stayed a little wide. And didn't slide fast enough to be able to stop that Wasatch attacker.
I know it's been a frustrating day for this Wasatch offense. And, it's good for Sophia. She's a senior. We talk about one of the top scorers for Wasatch this year. And able to have a moment here in a semifinal. Be able to get that goal. That's one where Park City never really is able to set up defensively and maybe opens up a bit more lane for Sophia to navigate.
Yeah, I mean, I think every player should step out the field being proud of something they did on the field, and I think that was a very prideful moment. If you step off the field with something you're not proud of, and then you got to reanalyze how you're playing and step back up. Nice turnover. How you're playing to have a proud moment.
Good help there by Wasatch's Caitlin McGuire, the senior. To come away with it. Still has it here for the Wasps.
Looks like there's been a couple pushes called, which leaves Caitlin open down on X.
Zone set up again here for Park City is we've got
White's offside.
Yeah.
I think we got a yellow card out, yep.
Against Park City.
A little lack of communication between Park City. We'll give Caitlin, you know, back on the dot. Give her a little less, give her a little more space with putting the defender behind.
You know, just proof that there is no perfect game, right?
No, exactly.
Played about as well as you could play if you're Park City.
Exactly. Three-second call.
McGuire
tries to take it.
They're being tracked down there by Icabelli.
Picked up by Wasatch, a push.
McGuire again will start with it for Wasatch.
Nice feed.
Right in front. Oh, another save by Kimchi. That's one that Sophia Nilsson's accustomed to finishing. There's Gonzalez. Now Hunt. That in front, and the finish coming for Icabelli. Helps start it and ends it 15-2.
Beautiful.
Assist from Gretchen Lane.
I mean, a little bit some fun facts about Park City. For the state of Utah, we have 3 Park City players with the All Academic Awards, which is Lily Hunt. Or they were nominated, I apologize. They were nominated Lily Hunt for Park City, Ava Kimchi, and then also Samantha Riley. Lily is in 11th grade, Ava is in 11th grade, and Samantha is in 12th grade.
In fact, we were talking about, you know, some of the seniors here for Park City. We got a future Columbia.
We got 2, I think.
So I was trying to remember what their mascot is, and I cannot recall. I know it's
no
like
idea.
powder blue. It's a great looking logo.
Oh, yep.
Figure that out. But
yeah, Ava Kimchi is committed to Columbia, and Samantha Riley is committed to UC Davis.
the Lions, that's right. Columbia Lions. Kimchi's been stout today. Is goalie for Park City as we approach 5 minutes to go. Again, right in front. Now, once again, it's Charlie, the sophomore, with another goal for Park City. They've had a lot of success of just finding attackers right in front of the cage, right in front of the crease, and those finishes.
Well, they're catching on. Defense is getting gassed. They had two girls ball watching, which I understand. You know, you want to have, you know, help in the slide for that, you know, ball carrier to drive the goal, but you can't leave girls open, and they were able. Park City was able to recognize that fast, get a cutter in, and get a beautiful shot off.
On the draw.
Nice self-draw.
Yeah. Belly taking care of it herself.
A little bit of high pressure, passed on over.
Right.
Nice little check.
Captured still by Park City. Here's Lane, the shot, and the goal. Gretchen Lane, the freshman, scoring in the semi.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of those, you know, hard, high shots sail over, and she had a beautiful shot. You know, I personally couldn't see if it was like at the 12, at the 8, or just inside the 8 with that power shot top shelf.
A Olympus getting ready to go warm up. Again, we got 3 more semis for you today. The Titans and Bengals are our next one. That game set to start at 2, and then we'll follow it up with a couple 6A semis. Syracuse Sky Ridge and Mountain Ridge.
Lone Peak.
Lone Peak, that's right. That's right. I thought Lone Peak, then I was like, no, they lost, but it is Lone Peak. It is Lone Peak.
Yep, they got a win over Riverton. Crossbody call. Wasatch will be picking the ball back up. Horizontal, back to Wasatch.
In play here with Nielsen. Here's Urker. Had the only goal of the first half for Wasatch. The junior here with it.
Finding a lane. Shooting space.
One of the things, I mean, we've seen, great scores, and we're going to see a great one in our first 5A semi in Settlemyre. But Urker, 86 goals this year for Wasatch. She's just a junior. She's got another year.
Yeah.
Looking here for 87. Wind up, and the save.
Yeah,
Kimchi again.
Yeah, I think she was like in 4th place for Utah, if I recall right.
Here comes Gonzalez. Boy, lost it, but able to recapture it.
Yep. Grace, as a junior, yes, is in 4th place for the state for goals.
Wow. Good for her.
Yeah. She's got a full another year. Plenty of time.
Opportunities to etch her name in the record books. We got 90 seconds to go here at Dumke Field. This is Crawford with it for Park City. Hunt. Oh, nice step. That was just wide. Final minute of play. From around the goal, and that was, boy, didn't miss by much.
We're inside the CSA. The clock needs to be stopped, which it is.
Just had a watcher give me a text say Kimchi is a game changer.
Yeah.
Definitely.
10%. Yep.
Coming around, that shot misses.
I mean, Ava's got another year, which is going to be amazing for Park City. Nice. Nice little sneak above the goalie's right shoulder.
And that's how we'll finish. 18-2. This is all Park City. It was 3-1 at one point. A 15-1 run as the back 35 minutes absolutely dominated by the Miners. The Region 9 champs, Wasatch, a fantastic year. Again, they got talent coming back, but today it was Park City from start to finish. Kenzie, your final thoughts and a player of the game.
Park City's an amazing team. So congratulations for the win. We've talked about her for a minute now. Ava Kimchi, she is an amazing player. Already signed on to be with Columbia, and she is and was the game changer for this game. Beautifully played.
The offense executed at an extremely high level for Park City. We knew it would. It did. They will advance to the state championship. That game coming up for you Thursday. We'll have it for you right here on KSLSports.com. Their opponent to be determined. Stay with us at 2 o'clock. Brighton and Olympus coming up next in the 5A semi.